Last time on Trials of Mana.
It's like, watch the steps, and I was still like, yep,
I know.
I'm watching them. Remember when you said like you just kind of get lost in Ys and like get a little over leveled? That's kind of what's happening now.
Yes.
Cause like,
Episode 10. Hurry to the Hero King.
for the king!
Why is he stretching like that?
Big stretch before I help the Hero King.
Big yawn.
Gotta get those joints. Alright, so yeah, we're in the kingdom of Altena. They are under attack by Altena. I've been to Altena, seeing my friends from Valsena singing Polly Wally Doodle all day. Singing what? Not in this truck.
I have no idea what's happening.
That was an old Jesus.
Oh, Milo.
No, not Jesus, just Milo. What does he want?
I feel like he got tired halfway up the steps. And was like, help!
Oh, the old fatigue.
I've crawled and I can't get up. Aw, jeez.
Aw, that poor cat.
Aw, shit.
Oh, we got little mages here. They kind of look like black mages from the Final Fantasy series. Have at thee! Their hats pop off when you kill them. Poof.
Oh, little flame.
Candy.
Of course. It's always candy.
Now he's looking at the steps like he wants to go back down, but he's like, I don't know.
I don't know about this, Chief. Oh, cheese and crackers.
He just looks so tired.
These animals.
Oh, goodness.
Alright, so we got golems on the right, black mages on the left. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
I like that they throw things. Oh,
throw
they're
their
their
fists.
gloves.
Yep.
Okay. They're like little boxers.
Like little rock'em sock'em robots.
Tell the kids this was the Mayweather fight.
I'm gonna tell my kids this is the Mayweather fight.
It's just one of the little robot guys with Kevin.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
And there we go. We disabled all them bad boys.
I feel like it's been so long since I've played Trials of Mana.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we're coming up on a year. Yeah, you've been playing Ys, and
Yeah.
we had like a good 9 months where we were trying to find a game to stick.
Yeah. I have like a handful of like half-played games.
Not half. Like quarter.
Well, I meant like I started and just didn't go back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, we finally found one that stuck right on the hind haunches.
Get the flame! I love that there's zero talk about how everyone is just dead.
I gotta save the king. To hell with it. What the hell? All these
Blockade!
plywood boards in front of us.
You're telling me Kevin can't kick one of those down?
Yeah, really. Just do a roundhouse Jean-Claude Van Damme kick.
Oh, I hated this one.
Shapow! The chess knights.
Yeah.
Is it because of their defense, or because I really like their aesthetic? They are very fancy enemies.
They were just difficult for me.
Also, like,
I
they're
had
one
a
of the
hard
few
time.
enemies that aren't adorable.
Yeah. I mean, they're unicorns.
They're more whimsical and majestic.
Yeah.
Because we know the difference between cute and majestic,
Oh
unlike
my
72
God.
cute animals.
I
I want to talk about
I
this.
just want to know how an orangutan is cuter than a red panda.
It's not just that though. Like, even if there are
Or
others
the
that like
Arctic
have
fox.
different taste and like cute, and I understand that. It's the, oh hey, we clearly have a bias towards penguins
And monkeys.
and monkeys, because we'll do like 6
I
different
know, they
types
had
of
they really
monkeys.
did have like 8 different types of penguins so far. We're only halfway through, and then they lumped all of like the squirrels and chipmunks
Yup.
and like
into one category.
the sugar
like,
gliders.
wow, way
they're
to give
all
them
in
the
one
shaft.
thing, but they have a different penguin. I don't know. It's annoying.
So like, I think we're more than halfway through because I just kind of like,
Like, I'm
scrubbed
sorry, a
through
sugar
the last 2
glider
episodes.
is very different than a squirrel, and they deserve their own spotlights.
Especially if you can find like 8 different types of penguins. I thought
know.
there was only like 4.
No, I mean, there's a lot of different species of penguin.
There's a lot of different species of any animal, though, if you really want to get down to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, but they're giving all of the penguins their own
Yeah.
spotlight. I don't know. There's a
And then,
lot
like,
that I'm
their
questioning
ranking
about
is
it.
just awkward.
Yeah.
Like, when we watched 72 Dangerous Animals of both Latin America and Asia,
There was like an anticipation with who's it gonna be.
because there was a winner at the end of, like, each episode,
Yeah.
and that winner made it to the finals.
Yeah.
They didn't rank them yet. They just said, this one goes on to the
And
finals.
then there was one like finale episode where
In
they-
this one, they're like,
like-
oh, second place is now 4th place in the finale.
Yeah.
First place is now 8th place of this because it's
And I'm
not as
just
cute
like-
as the sloth. I'm just like, where are you getting this information? How
Yeah.
are you ranking this?
I just don't think an orangutan is as cute as like an Arctic fox or a red panda.
But like when I looked into it, I believe the cute one came first, then the dangerous. So I think the dangerous was like answering
all of
the issues
Okay.
of the cute one. I think that's how it was.
Okay. I wish they had more of those like dangerous animal ones because those are really interesting.
What other area do you think they do? Like Australia?
I mean, Australia, they'd be like, let's just do what animals aren't gonna kill you.
Yeah, really. 72 animals that won't kill you in Australia.
Do they have 72?
Nah.
5 animals in Australia that won't kill you.
Kangaroos, wallabies.
Well, kangaroos are really dangerous. If they kick you, they can kill you.
Ugh.
Well, I mean, there's like
I tried.
There's like Africa,
Yeah.
you know, different African animals. North America.
Okay.
They didn't do anything with North America. The islands, all of those sea animals.
Yeah, they have plenty to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of areas.
Send me the
they
script.
do.
I'll do it.
Let's do it.
I'll do the voiceover myself.
Europe.
72 dangerous animals in Europe. Yeah, I could get behind it. Oh, Charlotte down. She just kind of like wilts. Deflates in a way. She's like, woo, 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 clunk.
She said goodbye, world.
Whereas like Reese and Kevin, they just kind of like plop over.
Yeah. Well, Reese is almost dead.
Not anymore. But no, Charlotte's like, oh, et tu, Brute? I see the light.
Dramatic death. Well, I mean, she is quite dramatic.
I see the white coming before me at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, you know she wanted to say tunnel. Tunnel.
Tunnel.
Maybe. Oh,
Should
look.
find a way.
A character that has no bearing to this particular plot.
Crimson Wizard of Altena. Tell me,
Well,
why would Valda,
It's fine.
the true queen, mount this coward?
They can't all be original. There's some similarities no matter what story you tell.
yeah.
No matter what story you choose, like there's going to be similar areas and similar scenes that just happen, I guess. Yeah?
I think someone's hungry.
Easy, Chewy. I think after this episode, I'm going to eat the rest of my smasher board sandwich that you made.
Oh my gosh, I made like this crazy breakfast sandwich. This
Well, you got a
morning.
recipe book, so I'm just like, oh boy.
Double toilet
know.
trouble. Fire burning cauldron.
I
bubble.
did. I got a cookbook because I was tired of being like, what do you want for dinner? I don't know, whatever you want to make. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, tell me what you want to
When
eat.
it comes to eating, we're like the vultures in Jungle Book. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do today?
I know.
Well,
It's just,
what do you wanna do
Well, it's
today?
frustrating because sometimes I'm like, well, fine, I'll just make like what I want to eat. And then it's just, you're like, well, I mean, it's not the best. It was okay. And I'm just like, God damn it, then just tell me what you want to eat next time.
Forgive me for not falling in love with every goddamn meal 365 days in a year.
Well, no, it's just sometimes it is really challenging to come up with a meal.
Oh, I know. Sometimes I resort to just sandwich. I'll make her a sandwich.
So,
But at least I eat it. Unlike sometimes when you're just like, well, I'm not really hungry. I'm like, well, that's fine.
you don't always come down right when dinner's done. Sometimes I'm done eating and doing the dishes by the time you get downstairs.
Well, yeah, because
Sometimes you're just not hungry
all right,
when
I'll be
it's
there.
time. Yeah.
Sadly,
Sometimes it's all about timing.
down at the hands of the Dragon Lord. I
And
was
that's okay.
I just spend a quarter of my day cooking.
if fairies have come to our realm again.
So the
this bodes
cookbook
ill for the world.
makes my life easier.
Alrighty.
in some aspects, because a lot of
I
them
mean,
are like
your
add
store has
tomatoes,
a
and I'm just
lot of cookbooks.
yeah.
A lot
I've been
of
eyeballing
fancy-
a lot of the cookbooks that are just like 30-minute meals,
Okay.
like
Darkness.
meals
I
with
think I should read
meals
that
with a
one.
handful of ingredients.
Because
and
I'm
it's
always
just
like, ooh, I should make this. And you're like, it takes about an hour. I'm like, fuck that. What takes 20? What takes 20 minutes?
well, you can take the time off of anything you cook by cooking it in a skillet if you cut it small enough.
Okay.
But it's also like for like that Korean barbecue we had.
Oh,
Like that took some time
Yeah.
because you have to let it cook long enough that all of the flavors like really marry into each other.
okay.
So it has to cook for longer. Whereas if you cook it in the skillet, you lose a lot of depth of flavor because it just doesn't have enough time. So that's why I've done a lot of like crock pot cooking, because it has all that time for all day for all those flavors to like seep in together. And then it tastes delicious because it's cooked longer, but it also cooks at a lower temperature, so it's not like chewing on leather.
Travels to you all.
Makes sense. I'm learning. I'm still learning how to cook. I'm your Padawan. Your chef apprentice.
I think I'm gonna look into like maybe a crock pot cookbook.
That'd be neat. I think we could get behind that. The days when we're both working,
Yeah,
it's just
and
like, put
just
something in
turn
the crock
on
pot.
the crock pot, and that way it's just ready when
Chicken
we
or
get
pork?
home. So it's not like, oh man, well, I mean, I guess I still have 20 minutes of cooking to do before we can eat, and it's 10 o'clock, you know.
It's like that meme. If you ask me what we're eating after 6 o'clock, the answer's takeout.
The answer better be pizza.
The answer better be pizza. That's right. All right. So anyway, on the task at hand, we saved the king. So now we can go find the remaining spirits. And next up is Sylphid, the wind spirit.
Now Milo's licking. All these animals just
Yeah.
licking themselves.
You can't stand that sound. If
hate
you've
it.
watched us for just like a couple months, you know that Mando here hates the sound of animals
hate
licking.
the sound of licking.
But not just animals, just the sound of like,
Like mouth noise.
Mouth noise.
Mouth noise in general. Like if you chew and I can hear the salivas in your
Yes.
mouth,
you sound like a horse.
just stop it.
And you say you want to get a horse.
Why, I don't have to stand there and listen to it making mouth noise.
You do if you gotta feed it, give it a carrot.
But they don't make that kind of noise, though. They chew the carrot. It makes a crunching noise. They don't slap their tongue around their mouths.
Maybe I'm thinking of a camel.
Or a cow. I know cows are really loud eaters.
Because they have like big jowls. So they...
Yeah. Well, like a cow also has to like grind up its food.
Okay.
So it has to really like moisten everything.
I wonder why the expression's called choose like a horse then instead of choose like a cow.
Well, if you're moving your bottom jaw a lot.
Okay. Maybe that's all it is.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I've never fed a horse a carrot.
It's a lovely experience.
I've done sugar cubes. Where like you
That's
put the
neat.
sugar cubes in your palm and they just kind of
Aw.
like their little furry lips.
I've done both.
Yeah, they're just very cute.
We saw some beautiful horses at the Ren Fair the other
Yeah,
day.
they were gorgeous.
Look at that little bird. Little bird just kind of like chilling there. Got another one. It's like these tiny little birds.
I love it.
Tweety-dee.
They're just like, hey man, sometimes you gotta take a rest.
It made me want to get that bird whistle at the Ren Fair. I don't know. I had to get out of there.
See, this is
We
like,
didn't bring cash.
yeah, we didn't stop
It's just
at
like,
ATM.
oh, that's only $10. That's only 20. That's only 5.
Yeah.
That's, oh boy.
so.
Then you look at your bank statement, you're like, ah!
oh no. But yeah, anytime you go to a place like that, always give yourself a limit
Yeah.
and take cash.
Yep. Just be like $60.
Yeah.
Because that
That's
way,
like-
when
that's
you
what I
spend it, you're
normally
like,
take.
oh, I got $15
So
left.
I normally, yeah,
Instead
I
of being
normally
like, I still got this card.
do like, I do the admittance fee on my card, and then I have like $60 spending cash.
Okay.
So it's like, if I want a meal, like what am I getting? Because that comes out of my $60. If I want like, the only exception is if you, like for me, if I go in mind with something that I want, like I knew I wanted to get my ring fixed or to get a new ring.
Yes.
So like I already had in mind that's $50. So like that's not going to come out of my $60
Okay.
because I knew that that's what I wanted. But typically when I do that, I also don't buy anything else. If I like go with something in mind that I want.
See, I'm very instinctual. I'll just look and be like, oh, that looks nice. And especially if you're like, oh, that is nice. I'm like, she agrees. I buy it.
I know, I like saw this little tent full of dragons, like little leather dragons, and I was like, oh, these are cute, and you're like, she'll take that one. And I was like, you don't have to do that. Like,
well,
granted, I love him. I've worn him every day, but...
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
Well, I love you too.
But yeah, I eyeballed like the little blue one.
Yeah,
I was just
like
like, oh, the
one.
cheap one. Yay.
Well, I like the colors on it better. The other ones looked more like brown leather.
Okay.
Whereas that one had like blue and pink in it.
Mm-hmm. Were the bigger ones hair clips or were they something else?
No, they were hair clips. But it would have just been too big for my head.
Okay.
Whereas like the little one, I can actually put in my hair and he looks like a hair clip.
Okay.
You know.
So right now we have to just explore all of the town until Von Voyage's brother has the cannon ready to fire us off into our next destination. So yeah, this is Duran's hometown. And well, that's basically it because Duran's not part of our party, so
yeah.
Nothing happens, but we did get a chain ability, so that's always nice. The effectiveness of a healing item. Oh, that'll be very good. Freaking planes too, oh my god.
Planes, trains, automobiles, and dogs.
Oh my god, I'm reminded of the part in the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles when John Candy's just like, God, you just ever get that person that just won't shut up? And Steve Martin's just like, We have customers like that.
I haven't seen that one in a long time.
Just like, you always have those people that like never want to leave you alone. And I'm just like,
Yep.
Take a hint. Just like, God, some people just talk your ear off, you know? And meanwhile, I'm just like playing with the keys to be like, you don't say.
Yeah. I think that's the nice thing about like barista work is like I can just be like, sorry, I have another drink to make. Like, I don't have to.
You don't have to listen.
Stand there and chat.
Yeah.
Like, it very much is like, our time to chat is when you say hello at the register to the time I hand you your cup.
Yep.
That is our time to chat.
And then it's like, hey, skedaddle.
Then you walk away, and my time to chat with the next customer starts.
And when you walk away, go right out the door. Don't go off into the store, because I'm just like, fuck.
Oh my gosh. See, I just hate it when they go off into
throw
the
that
store.
onto this too.
Yeah.
No, this is a new sale. I already gave you the change, so we're gonna do this again.
See, we don't really get that.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky ducky.
I think the one we get the most is we have a book that's like, if you buy a drink, you get a discount on the book.
Ah.
So people will like pay for their drink and be like, oh no, is it too late to get the book? And it's like, no, it's okay. Like, I can ring up the book. But they're always really nice about it. We don't really, at least not yet, we haven't gotten
All right, so right here, I'm changing Charlotte's customization so that she actually heals me without me having to switch to her.
Okay.
You can actually customize your partners as well.
Oh.
See how often they use healing items, see how often they use class strikes and their moves without you taking control of them and doing it yourself. So
Yeah, I
like
didn't
while
use
you're
any
in
of
the
that.
heat of battle, you played on like piss easy, so
Yeah,
you didn't really have to.
I don't think I had to.
But there's just a lot of moments where I'm just like, oh, my health is low. Charlotte, what the hell are you doing? So now I made some adjustments. So ideally, she should just heal me when my health goes low, so long as she has the sufficient amount of HP.
Okay.
That's the plan. We're going to see when we go into action.
Peppers is almost dry.
Yay! I got one of those Watcher rings that reminded me of the rings up in the Ren Fair. And there we go. Magic Pot is now at level 2. Dropping even more special items. Hip hip hooray on that.
I really like a lot of the jewelry at the Ren Fair, just because I know it's like handmade by the artisans.
Yeah.
But it also, so much of it turns me green.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I really like Peppy, because they use, I think it's stainless steel.
Okay.
And I know that stainless steel doesn't give me a reaction.
Okay. Now, before you did the repair, what were you going to check on in regards to the ring?
So, like, I bought a ring a few years ago and just, like, overwore it, and it snapped, like, the metal cracked. So I just wanted to see what it was made out of so I
Yeah.
could solder it. Because if it's made out of actual silver or nickel, and it's coated in something, and I soldered it, I could damage it further from the heat of the soldering iron.
Okay.
Because all of those metals melt at different temperatures.
Gotcha.
So I just wanted to check to be like, can I solder this myself, or, you know, how can I fix it?
Okay.
So, 'cause if
So
it
you're
was-
going to try to fix it yourself,
Yeah.
then you'll send the email.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he like gave me all the information to send it back, and you know.
The other ring that I bought, you lost at the ocean. I'm like, we don't take that to the
Yeah.
beach.
No. Well, now I actually lost that when I went to the Caribbean. So, because I don't really go to the beach.
Yeah, I can't imagine. We got sunburned going to the Ren Fair.
Yeah. Just half my face. Technically a quarter, because I had a mask on, so it was just like my eyeball and my
Yeah.
nose.
And you could have carried a quarter and flicked it because you looked like Two-Face.
Yeah. That was pretty bad.
Once I was just completely red, the
Burned.
other side was
Pasty.
all pasty and pale white.
But yeah, so I'm going to try and fix the ring myself, and if it doesn't work, I'll just send it back to Peppy.
Okay. Peppy.
Peppy?
Isn't that a name for like a smith?
Yeah.
Come on down to Peppy's shop.
Well, it's like Peppy's silversmithing.
See, I think of like Pepe the frog.
But that's the thing, for like a silver band, it's always stamped with
Okay.
numbers that let you know what type of silver it is. This one is not stamped.
Okay.
So it lets me know that it's not silver, that it's more than likely a stainless steel.
Okay. So if it had a stamp, that would let you know
would
that
let
it's
me
made
know
of silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted to ask, because it didn't have the sterling silver stamp. So I wanted to know, like, is this stainless steel? Is it something I can
Little
solder?
cactus and a Sheba.
He doesn't have a curly tail. It's not a Shiba.
What a way to start.
Faker.
What kind of dog is it then? Because like it can curl, he just chooses not to.
But it's up. When Wesker uncurls his tail, it goes down. It doesn't stay up like that.
Maybe it's just a regular old wolf pup.
Yeah.
All right, the cannon's built. Bonjour, that's his name.
Bonjour and
Bon voyage.
Bon Voyage.
Bonjour, 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 bonjour.
That's really difficult for me to say.
Bonjour.
Yeah.
Don't
Instead of-
kill yourself now.
Yeah, I'm just... I couldn't take it. My insides were like, why bother?
Can you do a French accent?
Not a good one.
Well. I'm French. Can't you tell by this outrageous accent?
Say it. Say, I love crepes.
Is that the little pancakes? Oh, I love those things. See, you like crepes. Someone might as well get me a beer while I'm down here.
I'm Bonjour, younger brother of
There it
Bon
is.
Voyage.
The cannon that will fire us off to Sylph's Mountain.
Even gave me this cannon to help out with your
Wesker just goes and curls up where my chair usually goes.
Hop in.
Aw.
I'll send you back to my brother's
Pupper
place in Maya.
noodles.
Oh, baby boy.
No, don't worry.
All
I'm
right.
a much better
So yeah, blast us off to our next destination. Hey, wait a minute. What's the age limit on this thing?
He looks like he is related to Charlotte.
Bonjour.
Yeah.
Well, there's like a whole race of people that are like very small and don't
Yeah.
really age, right?
Yeah.
We discover them a little later on.
Yeah, because Charlotte is like, she's young for her race,
Hmm.
but she's old.
Compared to like
Yeah,
humans and
humans.
other characters. Okay. I thought that was the way it was.
Yeah. So she's like an adult in human years, but
Mm-hmm.
she's still very young.
She's still a child. A child at heart. I just love that. That old rigor mortis. Well, not rigor mortis. Just like the vibrations, I guess.
Yeah. I've heard that could really hurt sometimes to land on your feet like that.
Yeah. That's why I did it a lot as a kid, and my parents would be like, hey, don't make a habit out of that. Like, it'll really weaken your bones. Because, like, it apparently, like, does damage to your joints. And, like, in time, it's just gonna, like, erode away.
Yeah.
and then it's gonna be like bone on bone and stuff
Well,
like
even
that.
like the vibrations of just landing, I heard that can hurt. Like the vibration of it can just,
Like an actual shockwave.
yeah,
Okay.
can just hurt. Not like permanent damage. I'm sure after a while, definitely permanent
it'll just
damage.
hurt.
But it just like hurts
Okay.
instead of like tuck and rolling.
Okay. See, I'm 30. I can't jump through, so I
Oh my
can't
God.
demonstrate.
I have like a broken spine and a bad hip, like, and there's no
You
way.
can't even turn in a tub, let alone jump down
Nope.
steps.
Absolutely not. I sleep wrong and I'm down for the count.
Granted, I still miss steps. I got to whee! Wesker does it too.
Sometimes
He always
it's
misses
funny
that
'cause
last
I'll hear
step.
you go like, "Come on, Wesker, time to go out," and then I hear thump, 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 and I'm like, "Are you okay?" "Yep, I'm good. I'm good. Dog's good. We're good."
We're good. We're just gonna go outside now. Walk out the door.
As though I can't hear inside.
You didn't hear me this morning when I said, "No! Get back!"
I was sleeping.
You were like a log.
I was sleeping like dead.
You were stiff on your back, legs together, just...
Just, yeah. There's sometimes when I'm like sleeping hard, like there is no waking me up until it is time for me to open my eyes. I will not wake up.
Because, like, the neighbor's dog got into our yard this morning, and, like, luckily it's very nice, but
Yeah.
it still, like, came in hot.
He is like,
And I was just like, no!
he's
Get
like
back!
a purebred blue-nosed pit bull. Beautiful dog. Beautiful dog, but he is a scary looking dog.
Yes.
Like, he looks like he's been doing pull-ups his whole life.
Yes.
But he is quite pretty. He is just pretty intimidating to see.
Like,
when
I
you're not
heard some
expecting.
leaves crumble,
Yeah.
and I turn around and I just see him, and he just, like... and then he lunged a little bit. He hopped,
Yeah.
and his tail wagged. I was
That's
still
he
like,
wants to
no,
play.
no.
He was like, "Time to play, bitches," and you're like, "No, no, absolutely not."
He's like, Taz has joined the Smash! New unlockable character! We're gonna settle this in Smash! Oh boy, oh boy!
Yeah,
I'm
because
just
we
like, nah.
well, we had an incident, not really like an incident beforehand. Like the first time he got out of his gate, we were walking Wesker and like the little back park by our house, and Taz got out and he like came booking it, and I wasn't so much worried about him because I had petted Taz before and I knew he was pretty friendly. I didn't know how Wesker was
Yeah.
because I knew if Wesker snapped at him, he'd be down. Like, so I didn't want to take the chance of like Wesker being scared and snapping, and then Taz being like, "Oh, this isn't a game anymore." But he is a friendly dog.
Yeah.
It does
I
make
got
me
those
nervous
vibes
though
because
it's like
he let me, like, back away.
Yeah.
And then he let me, like, turn around because
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm gonna turn around because I gotta
especially
open this door.
like if you're not
And he's just
going
like,
if you're not going into
"Okay."
his yard when
Yeah.
he's tied up and he's guarding his home,
Yeah.
like he's just gonna be like, "Time to play!" Like, especially because he's still a young dog. He's only like 2 or 3.
Okay, yeah,
He's still young.
he's short, but he's thick.
Yes. Yeah, there are different breeds of pit bull. He's a blue nose.
Okay.
So, and they're kind of like shorter to the ground, but they're the ones that have like actual like human man muscles.
Okay.
Whereas like the pit bulls that I had, they were a little bit taller, a little bit leaner, but they still had that like square head.
Okay. But they didn't have, like, the...
Yeah,
oof.
I mean, Sassy, you could see it in her back a little bit.
Okay.
But she didn't have like beefy
Gotcha.
biceps.
Okay. Well, all right then. So we're gonna stay at an inn, and at the next part, we're going to take the ship off to our next destination.
Welcome.
Alrighty. So we'll see you guys next time.
Toodles.